out of there as quickly as possible. It basically means destruction is imminent, and you need to watch out. However, if you work as a storm chaser, then an EF5 tornado only means one thing. It's time to get in the van and get some awesome footage. That is what two storm chasers, Ryan Chandler and Nate Hewitt, did in 2011 when an EF5 tornado touched down in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. When the video begins, it just looks like there's a bad rainstorm out. Some rain has poured down, and briefly you can see lightning in the distance.
On the radar is about 150 knots, and again, this is a very serious situation. So if you are watching us in
Several minutes pass of the storm chasers driving around, trying to get a better view of the tornado. Eventually, they find it, and it's bigger than they had initially imagined. The width of the tornado barely even fits in the frame of the camera.
That thing is... Jesus Christ. Go, Chandler. Jesus. Never in my life will I see this again. Oh my God.
There's one frightening moment where the tornado appears to be approaching the freeway. The car begins to back up. A smart move. When chasing tornadoes, you need to remember that you never know when the storm could suddenly change directions, and you certainly do not want to be in the line of fire. Soon after this, the tornado crosses the road and carries on its destructive path.
We don't know if this thing can change directions. We're not experts. Oh my God. You can see huge debris. Chandler, chill out for a second. Let's just sit right here. We're good right here. Shelly's gotta get safe.
The storm chasers lose track of the storm, and they eventually come across something much more haunting. The drive through a part of town that has been completely destroyed by the twister. Debris is scattered on the road. Power lines are down. It looks like the set of a disaster movie. It is heartbreaking to look at.
I can't even recognize this place, and I've driven up and down this... Fuck, we can't get there.
God damn it.
See if you can hop right through there and...
That's power lines.
We showed you a fire tornado, so in the interest of fairness, we're now going to show you a water tornado. This is what's known as a waterspout. In the video, it almost looks as though it isn't moving at all. However, if you look at the water picked up nearest the ocean, you can see, in fact, the tornado is active. While it's possible for waterspouts to become incredibly strong, most end up being fairly weak. This is an example of a weak one. Something interesting about waterspouts is that even small ones can still be strong enough to pick up small animals in the vicinity. Fish, turtles, and frogs can get lifted up into the cyclone and brought all the way up to the clouds. Once the waterspout dissipates, the animals are dropped wherever the storm headed. There have been plenty of reports over the years of flying fish landing 100 miles away from any water. So if you ever get fish in your area, don't worry. It's not the sign of the end times. It's probably just the result of a waterspout a few cities away. On May 20th, 2013, a monster of a tornado touched down in Newcastle, Oklahoma. The storm steadily moved its way toward the city of Moore, growing more powerful every inch. When the video begins, you can see that the tornado is rather skinny off in the distance. It's gradually building up momentum until it touches the ground.
Again, you folks in the Newcastle Casino, if you're watching us, or the folks that are in charge of the Newcastle Casino, shoot it, you got to get them in there now, because it is raining. It's a
The tornado slowly grows more and more powerful. It starts to pick up dust, almost making the entire storm look larger by comparison. If you watch the video closely, you can even see some brief flashes of light, likely coming from transformers getting destroyed amongst the wreckage. After a moment spent by the cameraman to get further away, the tornado creeps up closer. The base has grown substantially larger in size, and it's barreling toward him. After only a few minutes of existing, the tornado becomes the thing of nightmares. It grows darker and darker as it picks up more debris around it. In the end, this tornado took several lives and did millions in damage to the city of Moore. Back in May 2013, it was just another normal day for citizens in Oklahoma. There had been bad weather in the area for a couple of days, but no one could have predicted exactly what was about to happen. At around 6 p.m., a tornado touched down west to southwest of the city of El Reno, rapidly growing in size. This tornado would soon become the widest tornado in recorded history. Wind speeds soon measured as high as 301 miles per hour, making it the second highest observed wind speeds on Earth. As it continued on its path, it soon crossed U.S. Highway 81, where it officially grew in size to a record-breaking 2.6 miles in width. It was a storm to go down in the books for its size, power, destruction, and loss of life it caused. In this amateur footage shot by Ray Boak, we see just how disorienting and massive this storm truly was. Luckily, he made it out safe and was able to share this video for the world to see. Tornadoes, while destructive and terrifying, are also incredible and jaw-dropping. There's something humbling about seeing one in a video, not to mention in person. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to leave us some future ideas in the comments down below. With that, thank you all for watching, and make sure you tune in.